You good?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to change it up a bit this morning. I'd like to do my introduction more kind of like an interactive mode as opposed to kind of the standard approach. So I need your help. Hopefully you'll play along with me here. Got a quick question for you just to kick it off. Show of hands, how many of us here, based on the role that we play within our respective organizations, have to get out there, find business, sell at some point, approach people? Okay, good. Appreciate that.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, so I have 3 questions for you. First question is, have you ever run into a situation in your career, in your life, from a sales point of view, where you've had to do something difficult? Maybe it's pick up the phone, call somebody you've never spoken to before, somebody you hold in really high esteem. This call has to go really, really well. If it doesn't go well, man, you're really going to blow it. And you know, the anxiety's building, the butterflies are building, you're looking at the phone, you're about to pick it up, and it just feels so heavy, and you put it back down, you put it off for a while, maybe a few minutes, an hour, a week, or whatever. Show of hands, how many people have ever had that happen to them? Okay, all right. Next question. Have you ever had a situation where you put together a proposal, spent some time with people, put the proposal together, it's looking really, really good, they're giving you all the right signals, and when it comes time to get a decision, they say something like this to you, you know, Brad, this looks really, really good. You know, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, we've got to do this, but you know, I never make a decision on the spot. Tell you what, I just need to think it over for a week. Why don't you give me a call next week? You call them next week, what does it sound like? Voicemail, on vacation for 3 months, they don't call you back, you end up chasing them, you feel like a pest, an insect buzzing around their nose, and they're trying to swat you away, and they just go dark, radio silence, hide, disappear, and run from it. That ever happened to anybody here? Show of hands? Yeah? Okay. Last question. Similar kind of deal where you've done a proposal, you spent lots of time with your prospect, your customer, only to find out that the business went to somebody else, and you kind of feel like you did all the education. And you educated your prospect so they knew what questions to ask your competitor. Or worse, they took your proposal to shop it to the market in order to get a better deal. Anybody ever have that happen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're all about. We help people like you eliminate those kind of problems. We're the X factor in sales performance and development. So let me share with you a little bit about what that means. What we do is we do a lot of training and conversational technique that takes that natural tension out of the relationship between buyer and seller. So they open up with you, and they're a lot more open and trusting. But for us, it's not just conversational technique training. A lot of traditional training puts people into a workshop for 3 days. Our approach changes behavior of people. We help people stop walking, talking, and acting like salespeople and get themselves out of their sales role, put themselves into the role of the prospect, and look back at their own stuff and figure out why someone should be doing business with them. But behavior change doesn't happen unless we address the beliefs, the attitudes, the mindset of the folks involved. Help you get out of that comfort zone, because getting out of the comfort zone, that's truly where the magic happens. So I said we're the X factor. Some recent research that was done in the U.S., 850 companies, found that organizations following our approach to sales performance development had a 17 times probability of outperforming their counterparts. They were 17 times better at it. So that's us, value proposition. Let me take a couple of minutes and drill down and show you the business model. So what we're all about, up here we've got the number of people in an organization. This is dollars in terms of profitability. Typical organization, when we look at it, if you look at the bell curve, they got a ton of people back here. What we really do is we help to reshape the bell curve so that you're really driving a growth-driven organization, sales-driven and a growth-driven organization. So that's so over on the left, let's take a look at the supply side. These are our associates. We have people on the team who work with our customers, myself included. Back here we have a set of assessment tools that allow us to go in and profile an organization to determine what are the limiting factors. Is it the people? Is it the process? Is it systems? What is it? And coming out of assessment tools, we're able to determine what solutions should we bring in. Should we bring in a training solution? Maybe we need an HR solution where we actually do search and help them find the people. Or maybe we equip them and license them in a process to do that, to help them be self-sustaining. Maybe there's some consulting work we need to do. Maybe all they need is some e-learning help over a short-term period, or maybe we should put them into our semi-private training, or maybe we'll go in-house and do some customized kind of training. But that training is really all based on driving behavior change and affecting not just their techniques and their approaches and their sales process, but also the mindset and attitude. Also, we've got a worldwide network of over 350 of us that we rely upon to not only bring us business, but also for us to give them business, whereby we can work worldwide and send our clients to them. We've got 250 of those folks throughout North America contributing to our revenue flow. Let's look at the client side. We deal with individuals, business owners, folks like yourself, have no salespeople. You might be a startup situation, looking to drive business. Next up from that, we've got smaller businesses that might have 5, 6, 7 salespeople reporting to an owner. That forms one kind of target market for us. And then we've got another target market that's made up of larger organizations like a Nordion or an Entrust or clients of ours. Now, these organizations also have customers that they deal with, and they also have suppliers that they refer us to. And those might be individuals, they could be small businesses, or they could be large organizations. These type of organizations flow into our calendar. We do 2-hour training programs for them on an ongoing, frequent basis, weekly. So I work 3 weeks out of the week, out of the month. The large organizations would come to us and we do projects in-house which fills the calendar. We're setting up a brain up here that deals with the assessment, looking at budgeting and developing a configuration of a solution so that organizations can come directly to us through our configurator and get an insight in terms of what they might be doing with us. It's like coming into the store without having to talk to anyone. Paid marketing up here. We have some unpaid marketing and do a lot of talks, which drives people to our website, to our business. The key thing for us is we do executive breakfast workshops. Those we charge for, and we take the revenue from that and we give that to a good community cause. One of the causes, and in fact, I'm looking for recommendations of community causes that we might make a contribution
Ottawa
to.
Food Bank.
Ottawa Food Bank. Helping young entrepreneurs get started.
Explorium.org.
Explorium.org. I'm also on the board of the Royal Ottawa Foundation, helped them in the past, and Cancer Foundation, etc. So that's our business model, guys. Spreadsheet, a quick example, we do a diagnostic to check on the cost of hiring, and that feeds into our new spreadsheet that I learned here this week, so we can look at value proposition for a client. Client life cycle over 3 years. Our clients typically are with us over 3 years.
This is fantastic.
So a client may spend up to $275,000 with us over a 3-year period. Our gross margin on that is about 86%. Just a quick stat on us, 93% team of quota attainment versus 59% industry average, so organizations working with us. So thanks very much, appreciate the time.